Hey, what's going on? It's Justin Sarachik, editor-in-chief of Rapzilla.com. Happy No Shave November. Got the thing going on here. But I'm going to bring you the very best news of last week today. So let's kick it off with the return of Mr. Kanye West, who had a super busy weekend. First, he appeared at not one, but two correctional facilities in Houston, Texas, where he spoke to the inmates and also performed his Sunday service there. It was an amazing experience. You could even see the cover photo of the article I wrote with the inmates have their hands up, praising God. Hundreds of inmates' lives were definitely touched, and it's really a sight to see if you watch the videos and the pictures. Then, on Sunday, he headed over to Pastor Joel Osteen's church, the Lakewood Church, which is a mega church. I'm sure you have all heard of Pastor Joel Osteen. There, Pastor Osteen had him in the morning for a Q&A session where Kanye opened up about his testimony and how he got to where he's at right now and where he plans to go for the future, and even provided some warnings about celebrity and about children being indoctrinated by the media. So he spoke a lot, and Joel Osteen even joked that Kanye packed more into 1 minute than he does in his 30-minute services. Take that as you will. But then he appeared at night and did Sunday service for the entire church, and that was televised and streamed, and we have all that on Rapzilla right now. Our next story goes out to a longtime Christian rap brother, RSwift, who's going through a lot of family turmoil right now. You may have heard a few years back he lost his son, then his wife had cancer. Thankfully she beat it. Then his mother got sick, and she ultimately passed away last week. RSwift, our heart goes out to you. A bereavement fund was set up to raise money for RSwift and his family. With all this craziness going on in his life, he has been unable to tour and make music, which is his livelihood, because he's had to be home and be with his family. So money is being raised to go to RSwift so his family can be comfortable, or perhaps even there will be money there so that he could kind of just get back into the swing of things and maybe start making music again, and just knowing that he's got something to help him out. So RSwift, we're all thinking about you. We love you at Rapzilla. Everybody check that link out and support in any way you can, be it monetary or with prayers. So check that out. Perhaps one of the coolest ways that we've seen Christian hip hop used in media just occurred last week. NBA superstar of the Milwaukee Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo, I think I said it right, was in a commercial with Swoope. And Swoope was performing his song Hall of Fame off the Sunshine album in the background while Giannis was getting ready for an NBA game. They even exchanged some dialogue. So it was pretty awesome. Swoope, that's a move, man. So that looks cool. Check that out and let us know what you think. Speaking of hip hop veterans, we got KJ-52, almost 25 years in the Christian rap industry, is now hanging up the name KJ-52. He's hanging up the mic, but he's not retiring per se from music. But KJ-52, the rap moniker, will not be touring or creating albums anymore. He will not be a full-time artist. Instead, we will now get to know the man behind the music, Jonah Sorrentino, who is moving full-time into ministry and will, still create music here and there, because you can never really quit making music. But Jonah has already received his full donations for the pledge for his last album and another book that he's writing. KJ-52, man, thank you so much for your service in the Christian hip hop industry. We know that a lot of people got into the music because of you, and a lot of rappers probably came up listening to you. So KJ-52, best wishes on the next phase of your life, and we know that we're still gonna see you. Now, here comes the Rapzilla Roundup, and first we're gonna kick it off with Propaganda and Derrick Miner dropped the Nothing But a Word album on Friday. That joint is flames. Derrick Miner did all the production on there. He appears a little bit on the album doing some vocals, but it's mostly Propaganda and a few guests just laying it out. Next, we have Juande, who dropped her No Limits maxi single, which featured two singles in it, No Cap and No Ceiling, and both of them have a music video. You can watch them on Rapzilla. You may have seen the hashtag Juande vs. Blonde going on. Well, Juande beasted it. Shout out to you in those tracks. Then we got D1, who did an interview with the governor of Louisiana. It was pretty amazing. D1 sat down in his best news reporter-esque interview style and kept it straight. And, he just interviewed about Louisiana and New Orleans and his home state and his city that he loves and what's going on. And it's really cool to see him expanding all over the place and just meeting D1. He's hungry for knowledge all the time. So this was a great move. And lastly, we have the legend, Speech Thomas of the group Arrested Development, is creating a documentary that analyzes racism in the church called The Cross Burning. So you can check that out. We're gonna have more information about that. We had a Q&A with him and he shared a lot of insight on that. So check that out on Rapzilla.com. And that's it. Check out all these stories on Rapzilla.com right now, and things that we didn't even talk about, it's all there. Then you can head on over to the Spotify playlist of Rapzilla and check out all the latest drops of last week. Then you can move on over to Pandora to listen to the Christian Rap Mix to get exclusive commentary on your favorite CHH songs. Then, when you're done, make sure you go to New H2O and learn more about Christian indie hip hop and indie rappers. You can learn a thing or two about surviving in this industry as well. Lastly, shout out to Fenix Studios in Staten Island, New York. They host this show every week and we love them for doing so. They are your #1 stop for mixing, mastering, production, recording, music videos, artist management, whatever you need, they got it here. You don't even have to be from Staten Island or New York because we have the internet, and that's an amazing place, as you know. Just let them know that you heard about them on Rapzilla.com and you get 30% off whatever your first endeavor is here. And that'll do it. I'm Justin Sarachik, Editor-in-Chief of Rapzilla.com, and this has been the news, and I will see you all next week. Peace.